Hey y'all, I'm out here today with my dog Chloe. She's a 16-year-old Chihuahua. And I've been absent from the salty walks lately because campaign season is in full swing. Between events, meetings, calls, fundraising, canvassing, and just trying to keep up with everything happening in Florida and DC. It's been quite busy, but I needed to get back out here today because we need to talk about what's happening with redistricting in Florida. I've been remiss in not addressing this sooner. And first, I think we should break down what a gerrymander is, because I don't know most people are ever really taught some of this stuff. But in a nutshell, a gerrymander is when politicians manipulate voting maps to help themselves or their political party win elections. And if you're wondering where the heck they came up with the word like gerrymander, it's a fusion of the first person who tried this political move, Governor Elbridge Gerry of Massachusetts, fused with the word salamander, which is the best way to describe how some of these districts look when they're finished with them. So instead of voters choosing their representatives, you might have heard this, politicians try to choose their voters. And basically, district maps get drawn in ways that distribute voters so that the preferred political party has the advantage. And this effect splits up communities, carves neighborhoods up, and redraws districts in ways designed to protect power. So here's the important part. Floridians actually already dealt with this. Back in 2010, voters overwhelmingly passed the Fair Districts Amendment and added it to the Florida Constitution, specifically to stop politicians from drawing maps to favor themselves or their party. This amendment is not a suggestion. It's not optional. It's a direct mandate from the people of Florida against gerrymandering, and it's part of the Constitution. The amendment says districts can't be drawn to favor or disfavor a political party or incumbent. And it's also meant to protect minority voting rights and keep communities together and united in one voice whenever possible. In other words, the people of Florida have already spoken. They've already made their will crystal clear. And yet here we are, watching state leadership aggressively push maps that many legal experts and voting rights advocates correctly argue violates those constitutional protections. And what's so outrageous is how brazen it all is. The public has already spoken. The voters have already decided. And they're acting like none of that matters. No fear of consequences, no shame, no accountability. Now, legally, the consequence is supposed to be court challenges, lawsuits, judges striking unconstitutional maps down. But the broader consequence is even worse. It chips away at democracy itself. Because when people start believing politicians can just rewrite the rules whenever they don't like the outcome, trust in government collapses. People stop believing that their vote matters. Communities feel ignored and manipulated, and cynicism takes over. And that's pretty dangerous. And it's exactly why people have to keep speaking up and pushing back, because democracy only works if we defend it. If we expect our leaders to follow the Constitution, even when it's inconvenient for them politically. That should concern every single person in this state, regardless of party. And isn't it funny how they always have time for political games like this, but never enough urgency on insurance, housing costs, healthcare, or public schools? I'm Rachel Grage, and I'm running for Congress in Florida's 5th District because people deserve fair representation, honest leadership, and elected officials who actually respect the will of the voters. And I'd be honored to earn your vote. See you next time. Oops, and bye from Chloe. Ooh.